Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sukh. This video relates to human rights. Friends, all of you know the Human Rights Act, Protection of Human Rights Act 1993, is mainly intended to establish the National Human Rights Commission, State Human Rights Commission, and their powers, functions, duties, recommendations, all are mentioned in the Protection of Human Rights Act 1993. So, already I told you, whenever the violation of human rights comes into discussion, police atrocities, they will take the first place. This is a matter which came before the Honorable Supreme Court of India, two judges bench. Honorable Justice Suryakant and N. Koteshwar Singh. In the writ petition or in the case of Arif Mohammed Yeasin Jwadder, versus the state of Assam and others. This is an SLP 7929 by 2023, wherein orders were issued to the SHRC by the Honorable Supreme Court of India on 23 May 2025. What are the directions and which are going to discuss a little later. Arif Mohammed Yeasin Jwadder, he himself is an advocate. He brought before the Assam High Court and presently before the Supreme Court 171 instances of police atrocities to the notice of the Honorable Supreme Court of India. Of course, all of them are, you cannot term as atrocities. Atrocities, they include police overaction, police excess, detaining persons for more than the 24 hours stipulated PR, like that, so on and so forth. Don't be under the wrong impression that 171 instances means 171 people died in fake encounters by the police. No. Of them, some of them are the fake encounter cases, where the police did not follow the procedure established by the directions, 16 directions given in the case of PUCL versus State of Maharashtra 2014. But police, they support themselves by saying that yes, they have registered cases. Against whom they are registering cases? Against the deceased person. You may be knowing, సహజంగా ఒక ఎన్కౌంటర్ జరిగింది అనుకోండి. In my view, they are all not fake encounters, they are all real encounters, but people think that they are fake encounters. Encounter జరిగినప్పుడు the version of the police will be like this. The police saw a person and they accosted him. He did not give proper reply and he threatened to overpower the police. Therefore, in order to exercise their right of private defense, they shoot him to death. So who is the culprit? The other person who died is the culprit. FIR is being registered against him. But what People's Union for Civil Liberties versus State of Maharashtra case says, if there are any excesses by the police, FIR should be registered against the police. ikkada mischief jaruguta. This is one glaring instance. Right? Anyway, Honorable Supreme Court of India directed the State Human Rights Commission Assam. They gave directions to conduct an independent and expeditious, very important word, independent is okay, expeditious because normally they delay the matter. Expeditious inquiry into the allegations of the so-called violations of human rights or fake encounters by the police in Assam state. Right. Now, Honorable Supreme Court of India, they say that the Human Rights Commission of every state They play the role of protectors of civil liability liberties. The Human Rights Commissions, they have to play the role of protector of the civil liberties and express with confidence that HRC would perform its duties effectively. Just like we say, Supreme Court is the watchdog of the Constitution of India. They will try to protect the Constitution of India. Right. So the allegations, just now in the beginning I told you, allegations in 171 cases are indeed serious. Of course, they are all violations of the provisions of Article 21, that is right to life and liberty. Therefore, a fair, impartial and independent investigation is necessary as per the request of the advocate, that is Rights Mohammed. Right? He exposed several procedural lapses, procedural irregularities in the state during the investigation of HRC violations. And actually, on behalf of this advocate, Prashant Bhushan, senior advocate Prashant Bhushan, he appeared and he says HR guidelines are being circumvented. They are not being followed. No doubt, he says that police are doing wrong thing. So everybody will say like that. In Assam, FIRs are being registered against the victims. Just now I told you. Right? So, of course, out of 171, as per the lawyer, there are 135 encounter cases. Maybe true or may not be true. Now here, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, he says, PUCL guidelines are being followed by the police because investigation, it is a part of the job of the police. They have to follow the guidelines issued by the Supreme Court in that PUCL case. Therefore, they are following. One of them is conducting postmortem by 2 surgeons and getting it videographed. Yes, they are doing it. Like that, they are following. But if the directions of the PUCL that investigating officers should be booked under 302 IPC, definitely it will demoralize the security personnel. Not only the police, Assam law, already security police untar, ITBF untar, villandaru meeda. Who are they? They are all the persons who are risking their lives from terrorist attack and militancy. Against them, if you book cases, definitely there will be demoralization. And please remember, Supreme Court stated that HRC should proactively involve in civil liberty matters and decide the same. So the main issue is whether the guidelines of the PUCL cases are being followed or not. The 16 guidelines in the case of PUCL versus State of Maharashtra 2014. Of course, they were discussed in the case of PUCL versus State of AP. In that Gera Kishore case, Gera Kishore of Ongole Taluk PS Madhipadu, Patana Seva Madhipadu Forest Lotharatam. Already I told you, if you find time, please look at that case. So all these things should be looked into. Anyway, when the HRC takes the matter, they can recommend compensation. They can recommend for the prosecution of the police personnel who must be very, very careful. But anyway, we have to appreciate the advocate for bringing the instances to the notice of the Supreme Court. So please read the case law and enrich your legal knowledge. Thank you very much.